Well, 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 well. Hey, we're already live. Okay. Well, I guess that was fast. I thought I was going to have a little bit more lead time. How's it going, everybody? I got a lot of film to archive, so jump on, come talk to me, ask me how it's going and whatnot. I got a lot of film to cut up, and yeah, yada yada bing bong. Got film that's been hanging up behind me for well over a month, so it's high time to get it done. And I'm going to be switching back and forth to Lightroom to archive it, because there's cutting up the film and putting it in these binders. And then you also got to label it so you can find it later, unless you're a slob. Thank you so much for joining the live chat, babe. I appreciate you. Always being first. You want to share to Insta so people know? I know you're busy doing your own thing, but you can never have too much press. Okay. Thank you so much, Internet, for joining. I got to spit out my gum, too, so you guys don't think I'm a slob. But, guys, how's it been going? I've just been plugging away, working my little tush off on all these videos and shooting photography stuff. And you know what? I'm a little burnt out. So, if you're a little burnt out, why don't you come commiserate with me? We'll type to each other. We'll talk. What's up, Juan? LoPresti Army in the house.
Here,
Represent.
so look at me for 2 seconds.
Hey, we're doing a story, Juan. Hey, what's up? We're live. We're talking on the internet. As you can see, this is the YouTube studio. We're archiving film, cutting it up. Come join me, talk about stuff, and I'll try and answer questions. Hello, bye, goodbye, hello. Anyway, Juan, how you doing, man? You working hard or you hardly working? I see you're here. So yeah, we're cutting up film. Let me spit out my gum so you don't have to hear me chomping all day. Wow, what did you guys think about the interview with Lou? That was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun talking with Lou. It was just like talking to an old buddy, even though, me and him hardly know each other. So that's how you know he's good people, right? Hardly working. You need to change the video resolution. Current video resolution not supported in this configuration. Expected video resolution open widget. How do I do that? Which is not supported. Does the video look fine, Juan? I'm getting some error messages over here. Stream status, poor, serious issue that needs attention. How do I change the resolution? Stream settings. How do I do that? Let me see. Stream, video. Can I change it now? I can't change it because we're already going. It's currently active. Please turn off any outputs to change videos. Well, how? I can't change it now. What am I supposed to do? Output. Video bitrate. Guys, as you can tell, I don't know what I'm doing, but if it looks good, it looks good. It's saying poor quality stream, but we're doing what we can. I look handsome as always. Thank you so much, Juan. So yeah, guys, let me know if there's any glitchiness, because I have warnings yelling at me. The internet hates me right now, But I'm not here to complain. I'm here to be thankful for life and for film, because we still got it. Okay, we're gonna be cutting up some medium format first, because that's been hanging up for months. So let's grab it.
We're gonna have more. Add to the pile.
Yeah, we're gonna have more. That's why I got to cut this up. Oh my God, when did we shoot this? These are some portraits Sarah took of me on the Hasselblad. Let me get the live view, guys. Here we go. Yeah, see, that's all pictures of me right next to my armpit hair. So now you know. Anyway, Sarah took these forever ago, and I'm just now getting to cut them up. You might have seen the reel where I was loading up the Hasselblad for her. I was like, oh, I know how to load up a Hasselblad. And the pictures came out pretty good. I can pull them up on Lightroom in a sec after this, but we'll get these archived, put away. But yeah, I'm usually a slob, and it takes me forever to cut them up and put them in the binder. By the way, this binder holds every single medium format shot I've ever taken, and Sarah's ever taken. All of anything bigger than 35 mil that we've ever shot, it's in here, other than some of the Pinsta shots. We have some paper shots in here, but like that. This is the last video of 2024. shooting a large format paper. You know, film sucks, paper wins. That was the title was something like that. Anyway, as you can tell, I haven't shot much of it because it all fits in one binder. But we have like 3 binders. No, we have way more binders of 35 mil. We don't even have it all here. We have some in the storage unit.
We've got a bunch in the trunk.
But we've got everything shot in 2023, 2024, and now we have, this is the 2025 binder, which I haven't even labeled yet, but it's already feeling pretty freaking heavy, pretty hefty. We'll get to that in a sec. We haven't even started cutting up the film, so let's get to it. Anyway, guys, tell your friends if you got any analog friends, you know, join us, hang out, ask questions, what's going on. Thanks for joining, Fauci. I appreciate you as always, man. You've been, you know, where have you been this whole time? I feel like you just started jumping on the vids recently. Is it? What was my first vid you saw, Fauch? Because I feel like I don't remember you from like, I started this channel last year, and I don't remember talking to Fauci in 2024 or early 2025. So, what was the first? What caught your interest? Was it the Grainy Days Weathermatic video? That seems to be a lot of people's first thing by me. Rules. What are we talking? I'm heading to pick up 2 rolls of 120 that I had processed at the lab right now. Well, Fauci. Yeah, what'd you shoot, Fauci? Oh, the scanning vid was the first one you saw? Oh, crap. Yeah, that one got a lot of traction. A lot of people yelled at me for not being boring in that video. Well, what are you talking about, Justin? About rules? What do you mean rules? There's no rules.
Yeah, there's rules that popped up. It said don't be mean, don't be an NPC, and something.
Oh yeah, I wrote those rules. Don't be mean to each other. Don't ask, you know, you can ask whatever question, but you know, like, you know, put some thought behind it, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what I mean when I say don't be an NPC. Like, a lot of times people jumping into my DMs, they just like ask stuff they could have just asked Google, you know, and like, you know, sometimes it's fun. Sometimes I don't mind, but like, I don't know. And then sometimes people just jump into the chat and they're like, you know, they mindlessly ramble off about what they have and what cameras they got and stuff. And like, it's fun to share, but sometimes they're not really adding much to the back and forth of the chat. You know what I mean? Juan, I caught you with the Weathermatic, eh? That's dope. Juan, do you have your own Weathermatic? We only got to shoot a couple of rolls in it this year, the Weathermatic, and now summer's over. I'm starting to feel a little bit of the chill in the air, in the shade. It's still pretty hot. It was in the 80s today. And I was out in the sun shooting some infrared film. Infrared film today, guys. So expect infrared content eventually, but not the infrared video that I've been working on for years. That'll come out eventually, but I need a sponsor for that one. That's what I keep saying, but no one wants to sponsor me because I'm the film rebel. I'm the bad boy of analog photography. Headed to the dark room. Hey, the grain rot. You don't archive film. You showed me that pile. You've just got a loose pile of film. You bad boy. I've been kind of bad too. I haven't been writing on everything. It looks like I'm pretty caught up with medium format. Let me show you what I just caught up and put away. Forgot we were taming down here. Thought we were taming down? No, we're not taming. I mean, honestly, like a little bit naturally, Justin. I don't know. I feel like I am calmer. Like I went back and watched the Pinsta video, and that starts off with me like, "What are you going to be a real photographer? You got to do this." Yeah, yeah, that. I'm yelling at the camera, and I feel like I've gotten a little bit calmer. I don't know. Anyway, let me show you what we just. Okay. Because
John says he can't hear you.
you can't hear me? What's up? Is it me or is the sound is off? I don't know, babe. You try. How does it sound on your end? Check, check,
No, I
check,
can hear
check.
him. I'm fine.
Sarah just checked on it. She's watching it too. Yeah, guys, let me know if anything's wrong with the stream because YouTube yelled at me, said there was something wrong with the resolution, like I can't be streaming 4K, which kind of makes sense because the Sony only outputs a I think a 720p signal when you're like doing it in webcam mode. So I guess the sound jumped out. I don't know. Uh,
Well, for Pete's sake, so any thoughts on these autofocus reusable cameras with film included? Think they're worth $5 each?
are those the Walmart reusable disposables, like ONN Focus? Is that what we're talking about? If so, I mean, I haven't used them, but things like that are fun and they have their place, you know, like, geez, I thought I just dropped the camera. Like I just thrifted this for $2. This is a little, you know, just a little reusable disposable and it's got a flash, which works. So it was cool and it had film in it. So for $2, I got to finish a roll of film. Well, Sarah finished it, but you know, and then this thing works. So I might do, I don't know, a giveaway or I'll just put this up on eBay. I don't know. But you know, well, I'd listed at $5. So I'm really just going to put another $5 listing. I have too many $5 listings. And that seems to be all that people are buying lately. I'm not trying to complain, but yeah, I mean, it's probably worth for $5. I mean, if it works, especially if it's got a flash, but I don't know. I'd honestly just go thrifting if I were you. I feel like it's not worth buying any new analog cameras. The Pentax 17, the Rollei 35, this new analog thing. Like, yeah, sure, they all might all be nice, but I don't know. And that's probably why I'm not getting sponsored because I keep talking shit about everything. You know, I'm a bad boy. Anyway, let me go ahead and label this set before I start cutting up the next one. Let me check out how I've been doing it. By the way, in case Ethan Moses ever tunes in, guess what? I'm working on our video again. I'm sorry that you've waited forever. You're awesome, man. 2025. So yeah, guys, I went and got to go check out the Camera Master System, and I just got back to editing that video. I've been sitting on it since we got back at the end of April, right?
Yeah, that was April.
Studio Portraits, Hasselblad, Kodak Gold. So yeah, that's what I do when I'm archiving. You can go check out my video. I have a whole video about how I archive, but I write who wrote it, what camera, what film stock, when I scanned it, because then I can go to Lightroom and find it. Or I can go to Lightroom and I can be like, I can know what binder and where to look in the binder if I ever want to print these in the dark room, if I ever get a dark room, if I ever get sponsored, if I ever, you know, can support myself and a family off of YouTube. We'll see, guys.
Brainrot said he got a Minox 35 recently.
Oh, I've seen one. I remember seeing one at a garage sale and it looked pretty funky. Minox. Guy took 3 tries to get Minox. Yeah, that's what happens to me too with autocorrect. 35 GT might have been the one I saw. Was it a weird thing that it's got a clamshell that opens up like this? Like here's, you hold the camera and then it's like, and then it's almost kind of like a bellows looking thing. Because that's the one I remember seeing at a garage sale, but they wanted too much and I didn't need it, even though I want everything. Do I got this backwards? 10, 12, I think so. Okay, so this roll is a 6x9 roll that I shot on our trip to go see Home Slice, to go see Ethan Moses in Albuquerque, but we shot this after we saw him. We decided we were going to go to Vegas. Oh, yikes. I don't know if I'll be able to archive this. How many shots are on this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh, crap. I've got overlapping frames. Can you guys see that? Right here. 2 frames, there's no gap. So that's going to be a bummer. Looks like I'm going to have to take up 2 sheets with this one roll. I hate that. Whatever. But yeah, this was at a place in Arizona. It's right when you get into Arizona, heading west on I-40, right? The Pancake House.
Oh, I have no idea.
I think it's I-40. It's kind of following along old Route 66. And we'd been there before. So yeah, what am I going to do? Oh, I hate this. This one's going to have to be an individual frame because I don't want to cut into those other frames. So there we go. I got a single one. You guys ever poked through an old family archive and been like, yo, look at all this. They have roll film and they're cutting them into individual frames. It's what I just ended up having to do because I'm a dingus. Let's see, will that fit like that? Whatever, it'll overlap a little bit in there. I'm fine with that. You can't have the emulsion touching, but that's what we're doing. Get in there. Get in there, home slice. By the way, the first newsletter went out. What was that, last week or the week before, babe?
The week before.
And I appreciate everyone who responded to the email. You know, we're kind of just talking about what we're planning on doing, merch and whatnot, Patreon, I don't know. And
Surprised so many people don't like calendars.
yeah, nobody was like down with with me doing a calendar, you know. It's kind of like, oh, I like having a calendar. You get to
We have 2 calendars
yeah.
right here.
You get to write on it, you get to circle birthdays. They're fun. I mean, come on. Come on, you guys don't like calendars? Or you just don't want my pictures in a calendar. Getting your monies for 6x9 shots. What do you mean getting my monies? Yeah, Juan, sorry if I didn't respond to you, Juan. I've been kind of hectic all over the place lately. You know, yeah, so sorry for anyone I didn't respond to. I actually don't think I responded to anybody because I'm an asshole. And this one's kind of just blank, but I'm going to stuff it in there anyway. But I don't know who said that. Getting my monies for 6x9 shots. I don't know what you're talking about. Getting my money's worth. Here, let me pull this up. I'll show you guys this roll.
Goes away.
Okay, so that's what happened. Here, I'll fix that really quick. We'll go. Road mic, add, check. Okay, now you guys, here, I'm sure they can hear me now. I'm seeing it right there. It's moving up. Sorry guys, I'm a noob when it comes to live streaming, but yeah, this was all in my video about the Balda Super Pontura, a pre-war folding 6x9 camera. And then at the end of that video, I end up shooting 35mm sprocket holes with it. Oh, I'm glad I saved that one blank shot because that was me with the pineapple. So yeah, I only got 8 shots out of it.
Leland says, do you archive all of your photos or only the best ones?
I archive all of them, you know, because, you know, maybe one day I'll have a soft spot for some that I discounted one day and I'll be sad that I threw them away. And I'm a hoarder, so I can't really stand to, you know, dispose of anything. Looks like I scanned these at the same time. So July 22nd, 2025. And this is Fort Courage.
One of them said, Bro Memento says, I love 6x6 and I hate the fact that there's no good and cheap 35mm cameras that shoot 6x6.
You mean medium format cameras? Because 35mm doesn't do 6x6. I'm sorry if I'm arguing with you about semantics, but Balda Super Pantora.
I mean, that Yashica we got was pretty cheap.
Yeah, I mean, TLRs are a great option for shooting 6x6 on a budget, and you can even get cheap ones. You can get like the Seagull. I can pull that up. Let's go here. Siegel TLR. Let's find one on eBay. Oh, that one's kind of expensive, but here we go. $100. Visit the site. These are like the knockoff Yashicas, the Nokshikas, you know. And the Mamiya C33s, those are pretty cheap too. I mean, for shooting 6x6, I'd say a TLR is definitely a good budget. And you can probably even get like a Zeiss Iconta or something, 6x6. You know, I mean, look at these. And then it's all scale focus with these. You're just guessing your focusing distance, but you can get old folding cameras like this super cheap, super duper cheap. And a lot of them are in okay condition. I mean, look at this. This one looks spiffy as heck. Oh, for repair. Okay. Wah, wah. But you know what? I mean, look at that one with the blue leatherette. Whoa, whoa, wee. That's real pretty. I like it. So yeah, and you got to figure out what format it shoots, and they have the crappy little eye holes. But you know what? I think there's a lot of good options for cheap 6x6. Okay, we're back.
Anthony says, Anthony Fauci, one roll of my 120 has a big old light leak smear across it, I think. I realized toward the end of the roll that one side of my RB67 back wasn't locked in fully.
Oh, well, as long as it's, so you just got to make sure it's like pushed all the way in, or there's something that's like wrong with it all the time. I mean, as long as, you know, you hopefully you learn, and it's not something that's like, you know, a torn bellows or something. Okay, now we're on to 35 mil, baby.
Leland says, at one is a man of great perception. LOL, I just came in and it happened simultaneously. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Says, looks American AF.
What looks American? The Fort Courage. I'm bringing the film over here, guys, because I got a lot to do. So instead of getting up and abandoning you every time.
She says, the light leaks might be cool, though. We will see. Sarah, the schmoopy groupies are in the chat.
I appreciate you, schmoopy groupies.
And he said, yeah, just learning the camera. I just didn't align the screws properly.
Well, hell yeah. I'm glad that's all it was. Oh my God, guys.
Well, I'm pretty sure that I screwed up quite a few rolls on the Hasselblad this weekend.
What do you mean? Oh, Sarah's worried she over or underexposed some rolls. Okay, so I got a couple of sheets in here that I didn't even bother to label last time I was in here. Well, let me just throw my entire portfolio on the ground. So before I get to cutting up more pictures, let's see what this sheet is. By the way, don't get the E-tone archival sleeves. They're cheaper, and you have to, let me show you what sucks about them. Instead of being able to write directly on them, they give, I don't know if I have to buy more print file sleeves or if I just haven't opened a new one yet. They give you these, so you have to write on these, and then you stuff them in. And I don't know, the plastic just feels cheaper. Okay, it's like that. Okay, so let's figure out what roll this is. Okay, this is the Balda Super Pontora sprocket hole stuff, which looks pretty cool in person, but I just like, I don't know. I wasn't really blown away. I'm never blown away whenever I go up to medium format. I'm like, why do I want high resolution of just these nothing shots? Like the stuff I want to shoot, you have to shoot it fast and loose, like street photography. So like, you know, what's the point of me trying to slow down to get some thoughtful compositions when that's just not who I am? Okay.
Leland says, I'm thinking of getting single frame holders. My output is too bad to archive full slips of film. LOL.
Whole slips of film? What are you talking about?
Like a whole roll, I guess. He wants to just do a single one.
Okay, whatever. I mean, I have great perception, lol. I'm thinking of getting single frame holders. Single frame? You mean like to mount your frames, like as a like Ektachrome style, like slide film? Is that what you're talking about? Okay, well I scanned this at the same time as the other one, so we're still on 7, 22, 20, 25. We got a lot of catching up to do, and this is Nick, sprocket hole, Super Pontora, Pro Image 100. Okay. Hey now, what's up, Ram? Appreciate you coming in. Say if you were to process a single roll of black and white 120, how much would you estimate you're spending to do that? I don't know, Fauci. I mean, because it's tough. I use HC 110, and I mean, lately I've been using. Here, we're still on my screen. Yeah, okay. Lately I've been using Legacy 110. So let's see how much that is. But I don't even. Legacy 110. So that goes for 16.99, and so how many milliliters is that? That's 16 ounces. So how many? So ounce to milliliters. So that's okay. So 16. That's 473 milliliters. Divide that by 10. That's like over 47 rolls of film, right? And I don't even use 10 milliliters per roll exactly, but about that. So 47 rolls of film for one bottle.
Mic is low.
It's because my, sorry guys, I don't know. I'm not good at math, but you know. So then how much is that? That said it was $16 for 16 ounces, so $17. So calc, let's do 17 divided by 47, like, I don't know, about 40 cents for a roll of film, I guess. But then I'm not accounting for, you know, there's so many things that go into it, like fixer, and then how many rolls can I get out of one bottle of fixer. So it's kind of hard to tell. Anyway, let me finish doing this one. Sprocket hole,
Okay.
Pano, Balda, Super Pontora.
Ramses is here.
Hey, Ram.
Mendez says, hello, am I too late?
No, we're just getting going. And
Sprocket holes. Ooh, I love it.
yeah, baby. I'm trying to, this is how I archive things. I go back and look at Lightroom and see when I scanned it, so that anytime I want to look through my images, if I ever have a dark room and I want to find some pictures to print in a dark room, I can go through Lightroom, figure, you know, and cross-reference the date of when I scanned it to, anyway, then I'll be able to find it in the binder. But guess what? Here's another reason why these E-tone print file sleeves stink. Look at that, torn rings. Are you kidding me, dude?
Do you remember those little white paper ones from school days?
Yeah, when you can put the circles. Yeah, that's what I need right now. I need the reinforcements. Jeez. Let's see what this one is.
English is not my first language, sorry. The folders you have there hold 6 pictures at once or so. The ones that he's talking about have pockets for single pictures.
Yeah, I'd have to see what you're talking about, man. But like, I like to keep the whole roll together if I can, you know.
Lito says that's the TLR 120 with 3D adapters, question mark.
Oh, this? What I'm looking at now? No, I'm well, yeah, I didn't use a TLR for these pictures. I used my folding camera, the Balda Super Pontora. I have a whole video about it. Here, let's go to my channel, content. Well, we can find it. How long ago did I do that one? Right here, 90 years old. This video. Think. Yeah, 1930s medium format camera. The sprocket hole X-Pan is what I call it. Yeah, I'm still sharing screen, right? Okay, cool. But yeah, that's what I used to do that one. I can go grab it in a sec, but just want to make sure I get all this good. By the way, to scan these, I sandwiched each shot, I sandwiched it between 2 plates of glass. And as you can see here, I scanned it like one piece at a time and then stitched it together in post. And
Which
so,
is insane because that photo is not worth that.
yeah, it's definitely not worth it for these crappy photos. And as you can tell, my developer was at its last legs because the colors are all off in this picture. definitely wasn't worth it, but you know, it's good for practice. One day I'll finally take a good sprocket hole photo. You know, I mean that's a good one, but the colors stink because I messed it all up. But yeah, so yeah, I went overboard. Anyway, this one assignment. This was Nick.
Oh, he said, I thought it was the TLR from your shorts. I guess you had done a short with the Yashica forever
Yeah,
ago.
that remember all the sprocket hole videos I
Yeah,
did with the
well, that's
Yashica?
what he thought you were
Yeah,
doing.
but no, that's not
Not this
that's
particular.
that's not what I did with this roll. This the I really wanted to try it with this one because it's a 6x9 camera. With the Yashica, they're not getting nearly as wide because it's only a 6x6. I can pull up some of those after this. Sprocket hole Balda,
Grandad
Super
says light
Pontora.
leaks look dope.
Thanks, man. Yeah, that was again same thing with this. Any color film I run through this Pontora, I get hella light leaks. You know. Um,
Ramses said, don't forget to like the live stream, y'all.
yeah, guys, everybody like the live stream. Tell all your rich friends to donate. You know, all that jazz. 500. This is on 500T, by the way. 500T. I don't know what else to say. That's okay. I got this one archived, and now we can finally get to cutting up some more film, baby. And then I'll try and catch up with the chat. Sorry if I'm leaving you guys hanging. But yeah, hit me up with any questions, concerns, ideas for new videos. By the way, Mingo, Ram, did anybody go to that protest thing at City Hall today? Um, that was pretty concerning. Does anybody? What's his name? Louis Rossman, something like that. He's the whole guy. He's the whole reason there's so many people with Clippy avatars now.
Oh, Max Adams is here. He says, hello, I'm officially liking the live stream. Thanks, Max.
Hey, thanks, Max. Appreciate you, man. Uh, okay. I guess
Are
I'm
those
going no
Sprocket
gloves.
ones panorama camera shots? Someone's asking.
They were they're sprocket hole panos. I adapted 35 mil into a normal 120 film camera with these things. These little adapters. See, like, there's one that goes on the top and the bottom. You clip them on like that. I don't know where the top piece is. It's in there somewhere. But then it takes up the same amount of room as a roll of 120 film. You can check it out on my video, 1930s 90-year-old camera, DIY Hasselblad X-Pan. That's what I called that video. Let me get the...
Ramses said they literally did it on a Thursday morning so nobody would go.
Yeah, that's what that guy was talking about. But that guy apparently he's a big voice in. He's been lobbying the government for a while about right to repair. If nobody here is a techie, that's pretty much like fighting against Apple or big companies that say, "Hey,
John Deere had a big thing.
yeah, even farmers have to
Yeah,
deal with it." Like big
exactly.
companies that tell you, you don't have a right to open up this stuff. You don't technically own this hardware. You're just basically paying for a right to lease it to yourself and stuff like that. So like, which is bullshit, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me know if you want me to become an advocacy channel, guys. Be a voice for the voiceless. Start doing good in the world instead of just begging for donations in the chat. Hey. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Lito
5,
says,
6.
I need to see the last podcast still.
Yeah, the one with Sweet Lou. That was a lot of fun sitting down with him. And I got more people I want to interview. Mingo, if you're still here, you didn't get off that easy. I know we did the whole thing on stage, but it'd be fun to do a one-on-one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anyway, right now I'm counting out 6 frames at a time because that's how much fits into each roll of my archival sleeves here. Just getting them all cut up. We got a picture of a turkey on this roll from a garage sale we went to months and months ago. 1, 2, 3, 6. If Raph was here, he'd be getting a good laugh out of the counting the 6 frames. He always loves that.
Okay, let me
1,
go.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Lito says I need those. I guess the 3D printed thing. I think I got those off of Etsy. I'm sure you can find them anywhere though. Grain Rot did not make it. He slept in. Social Democracy said more scanning.
4, 5, 6. No, archiving.
Litos says Louis Rossman is the copyright strike way that YouTube applies it. Bruno says, I'd like to see more videos of you and Sarah just walking the city and taking photos. You could do it with digital to make it quicker.
Yeah, that's what we ended up doing for the 2 flash things. By the way, babe.
It's so hard. We're just not close to a city.
Yeah, if we were closer to a city.
Like, we could do it more frequently. What we did, Austin.
By the way, guys, let me know if you can hear Sarah. I just threw a mic at her. I didn't realize, you know, you guys want to hear Sarah, right? Say hi to Sarah, everybody.
Hello.
But yeah, we got we're always out there taking pictures when we can, but living out in the middle of
Yeah,
nowhere.
because I mean, what Austin, other than recently, was 6 months ago, so it's kind of hard for us. And San Antonio, I don't know. I feel like we've never had much luck other than like a protest.
Yeah, did you guys watch that thing with the 2 flashes, the biggest versus the tiniest flash? Let me pull that one up. Plug all my videos so you guys
Juan
can get a
says
watch list.
ASMR mic drop, lol.
Did you guys like that? I had to throw it at Sarah. Here, let me share my screen really quick. So yeah, go if you guys want to see some
Sorry,
footage
guys.
of me and Sarah walking around taking pictures. Here's one of those episodes that just came out recently, 3 weeks ago. Does size matter? Ooh woo. We compare the little Zenico flash to the big old Godox 80-200, you know, and we go and shoot street with it in San Antonio. We ran into Money Shot Photo. Look, you can see some of what goes on in this video. It's a real fun one. I kind of threw it together last minute, but I think it worked out. We didn't go to San Antonio with the intention of making it a vlog thing or to make it a size matters thing, but it ended up turning out pretty good. Anyway, back to me, because that's why you watch this, right?
Lido said, I love the vlog style video of the estate sale.
Thank you. Yeah, we're definitely trying to do more stuff like that because I feel like I need to diversify the content of this channel. And like maybe it's going to bite me in the ass for the short run, but I feel like it's such a small pond, the film photography thing. So like I got to start, you know, I love thrifting almost as much as I like going out and taking photos. So I figured might as well share it and make content out of it. Is this the one with the turkey? Okay. Let me show you guys this. Screen share. Check this out. This guy was at a garage sale, chasing us around the garage sale. This is the roll I'm cutting up right now. And also, we also took this roll to Austin, Texas to meet Raph. Look at that handsome fellow with his handsome camera. Wow, woo wee woo. Yep, so turkeys and Raph, baby.
Is there anything else on that roll? Anything good?
Yeah, here's Puppy. This is after the flood. Got Puppy to go swimming. It was we got a lot of fun pictures on this one. Oh, whoa. Anyway, let me stop sharing screen. There we go. We're back. Okay. So where was that one? That was this one. So we started this roll during that trip on the way back from what do you call it? From Southwest, from the frickin', we went all the way to go meet Ethan Moses, Mr. Cameradactyl. And it took us forever to get it finished and scan it. We scanned it this month though, 9/12/2025. And this was a roll of Superia 400 in the Pentax UC1. Yep. Okay, did I miss any?
Yeah, let me go back. Leland is talking to Lidos. Oh, is that the one who talked about the AI surveillance cameras? Lido says, need more vlog style videos. Social Democracy says, I need sleeves for my 10-inch roll film.
Yeah, like what do you mean by sleeves though, man, Sky? What are you talking about? Where was that? Social Democracy says hi. Do I gotta scroll? Am I seeing the whole chat right now? Oh man, you guys have been talking, man.
I know. I have to read them.
Need sleeves. What do you mean by sleeves for your 10-inch roll film, man? You mean backing paper? I know. By the way, yeah, Social Democracy takes humongous panos. So those sprocket hole panos I was taking, that's nothing. He takes panos that are 6 feet wide and 10 inches tall. Jesus Christ, you're a crazy man. Anyway.
Leland says the future will be all subscription and leasing your car because nobody can afford to buy, all by design. Just wanted to lift the mood.
Yeah, I know. That's what if I cared enough, I should have went to Austin Capitol and city council and said something about it, but I didn't because I'm too busy trying to make my own life and make it as a YouTuber, and that's what they want. They want us all on a hamster wheel. Should this be what I talk about? Should I talk about like the state of the world and call out world leaders and like put myself in harm's way and maybe get unalived by Mossad? I don't know. What do you guys think? Or should I just keep having fun with cameras and film, dude?
Fauci says you should photograph a city protest on horseback, ride your horse into town. If
Oh,
I had a horse, I would absolutely do that.
yeah, I don't know if Freckles would appreciate. He's
One
an
year,
old guy. I don't know. He might be like over 20.
I don't know
Freckles
how.
is an old mule.
Well, they don't really know how old he is.
Yeah.
Actually, so when I was a kid, I rode horses, and I remember I must have been like 10 or so, and we did trick or treating on horseback.
Oh,
We were all
that's
on
cute.
ponies, we all dressed up.
You were on little ponies?
I mean, yeah, they were ponies. We had a blast. There's photos of it somewhere at my
Sarah's a
mom's house.
princess. She
I'm
actually
a
got
princess.
the pony,
That's what I wanted.
She got her pony.
Listen, if I had the time, money, and space, I would absolutely have horses again.
At least we got Freckles.
We've got Freckles.
Or he's got us. I don't know.
Juan says, I see you're a big fan of LTT.
Oh, what? Because you keep seeing it when I pull up YouTube? I mean, I watch it. I love tech stuff.
Oh, Linus Tech Tips. I was like, what are you talking about?
And that's a segue to today's sponsor. By the way, guys, okay. And that's a great way to segue into today's sponsor. Let's check it out. Guess who our sponsor is today? Whoa, it's me. Everybody, go to madebylopro.com. That's made by LoPro, LOPRO.com. And you can buy stuff like my Eternal Gratitude. You get a cool picture of me. You can get free stuff, my cheat sheet on how to mix up chemicals. One day I might put out more films, so sign up to our newsletter. You can do that at our down here, Real Doggies Only. Sign up for our newsletter.
Yeah, we're doing a newsletter every second Friday of every month.
Yeah, so come sign up for our newsletter to know when new merch drops.
We were writing things today.
We got a bunch of shirt blanks,
things.
so we got to figure out how we're going to screen print. So be sure to sign up if you want to know when that's happening. Back to the shop, and we still have certain ones. I only think we have like one of these colors left of the trash can bangers. It might be the blue ones or the shiny ones. I forget, but one of them is like almost done. And then of course we have the stickers. We're getting pretty low on the HB5. On the HB5 sus. By the way, these stickers are good. They're like weather safe. They're sun safe. We got them on the car. We've had them on the car for like 6 months in the Texas sun and with the flood and all the rain and whatnot. And they're still good. So you can slap them on stuff. You can put them on your Stanley mug, put them through the dishwasher, and you're good to go. Buy my stickers, buy my stuff. Anyway, back to me. Thank you so much for putting up with our sponsor, Reed.
Litos says they still remember the first weddings they shot in 2012 with the huge flashes, and we still used back then. Well, remember the one wedding we did and the giant flash we brought?
Yeah, I brought the same flash. Our Godox AD200 is the big flash we got, which, it's nothing compared to like a Speedatron, but we brought that to the one wedding we shot, which was like 2020, something like that.
Yeah, it was COVID.
Yeah, but they were Jehovah's Witnesses, so they didn't care about COVID.
Well, half of the people were online.
Yeah, and then
somebody tripped over the light.
Yeah, some old lady during the dance hour like hit our light stand, and I caught the light, but she fell on her butt. But
she was fine.
No, wait, I think some ladies caught her, and I caught the light.
Yeah,
but
everything was fine. And so funny enough, these were our
1,
old
2,
duplex
3, 4,
neighbors
5,
they were like,
6.
"Do you guys do weddings?" They were trying to do something budget, and we were like, "Well, we do photography, but I mean, we don't really do weddings."
It was the first and only wedding we'd ever
The first
done.
and only one. And it was a lot of fun, and they were really, really sweet people.
Yeah.
And some of the photos, like, we definitely did a lot of, like, candid documentary type photos. We should pull up some of those photos. There's some really good
Yeah, I'd be
ones.
happy to. It's been forever
It's
since
been forever, and, like, some of
I
them
looked at those.
are quite nice. Ramses says, "What are you guys doing for Halloween?" We are hopefully working.
Yeah, we might have a gig here in town. If that falls through, we'd definitely love to come up and hang out with you guys. I might have a sponsored video in the works where they want me to shoot some urban stuff. So, I might expedite that. But if we don't make it up there for October, we're definitely going to come to Austin for Mingo's thing whenever his
Yeah, I
showing
think we should
happens.
do
1, 2,
it
3,
all in one
4, 5,
go because
6.
it's too expensive.
Yeah.
Bruno wants to know, is there a favorite photo that you took, like the one that you like the most?
One that I've taken?
Mm-hmm.
From the wedding or from ever?
Or from ever.
I mean, probably not. I don't know. I 'cause I feel like most of my photos are just like family time. 1, 2, 3.
I've got one. One
Sarah's
photo
got it.
that is probably one of my favorites is the one from California that's above the bed of you in the opera. I love that photo.
Oh, I'll pull it up. Okay.
What was that place called?
Bombay.
Bombay
You guys ever been to Bombay Beach?
in California.
All the leaves are brown, the leaves are brown.
It's a color roll.
And the sky is gray. And the sky. Okay, so this is one of Sarah's favorites.
I just love that photo.
Here we go.
I don't know. It's not really a great photo. I just love it.
Sarah loves this shot. Here we go. This is at Bombay Beach, the Salton Sea in California. The Bombay Beach Opera House. She took this with her Olympus Mew 2, which is now out of commission until we can find someone to fix it for us. But yeah, this is a funky place, guys. If you ever get a chance, you got to look. There I am. I had broad shoulders then. I was working out. Look at me. I look good. But yeah, there's a lot of like iconic things here. Let's see if I can pull up one that you might recognize. Where's that one? Yeah, you guys might have seen this on some people's photo vlogs, especially because there's a lot of hipsters in California that have been here. It's like real close to where they do Coachella, right?
Yeah.
Or that other one, I don't know. And then you guys might have seen this art installation. Yeah, so this is there too. It's on the Salton Sea. It's like a poisoned sea. Used to be like a big ritzy, lakefront getaway for Hollywood
For the Hollywood
types.
elite, yeah. And then they dumped chemicals
Yeah.
into the water and killed everything.
Yeah.
And now there's like an artist community there that is trying to bring it back.
Yeah, it's a bunch of like Ongo Goblogians hanging
Yeah,
out.
it's like all like mobile
Charmed, I'm
homes.
sure.
And yeah, like you don't really know what house is just like falling apart and what is. There's chicken excitement. I just saw Henny Penny take off.
The chickens. We got to make sure they don't get et by a coyote. I saw a coyote the other day. I should have shot it, but I'm too nice.
Okay, Lito says, just saw a Bessa R for 300 euros. So tempting. Do I need to eat this month?
I mean, how much do they usually go for, the Bessa R's? Because they have some of them that are real pricey, right? I can't even like let myself, I went down a rabbit hole looking at Facebook Marketplace the other day, and I can't even do that because I don't really have, the money to spend on that kind of thing. So I just got to keep working on what I got, because no camera is going to make you a better photographer. It's just, it could inspire you and whatnot, but you got to be able to inspire yourself and just show up every day and do the work. Yeah, it's tough. I want all the gear. I want all the film. I want everything, but at the end of the day, it's up to you to keep this boat afloat.
Litos wants to know, are we going to get a Halloween episode again?
Well, I don't think Halloween's on a Thursday, but Halloween's on a Friday. So let me see. When is the big release? We got a big release a week from today, which I'm not even sure what that video is going to be. Are we doing a screen share? Here, let's do screen share. We're looking at the calendar over here. So yeah, the 2nd, and then 16th, and then 30th. So we could get a pre-Halloween episode, like the 30th.
30th is close enough.
Yeah, so
I don't know what we're going to do. Do we have any
maybe
cool expired film we need
I
to...
do have a lot of cool expired film. I've got some film even older than last year's Halloween episode, which you guys might remember. It's the most viewed video on my channel. It's the Super Double X, the 70-year expired film. That was last year's Halloween episode, which coincidentally actually released on Halloween.
Okay, let me...
So we'll see. I got some film even older than that I could shoot. So I'm looking forward to trying that out. But if I'm going to get to that and play with all that developing and whatnot, I probably got to get to it sooner than later because it ain't that far away, Halloween, at this point. Time creeps up on you, right?
Social Democracy says I have no way to store my large negatives. I roll them up and tape them.
Oh, that's what you mean. You need sleeves for them. Okay. So what does he do with them?
He rolls them up and tapes them.
Okay. So you have like the base side poking out, and you just got the what am I trying to say? You got the emulsion side inside of like the roll. Ugh. That seems that's yeah. What else couldn't you gonna do with them? I mean, they're huge. Okay,
Knoptop says Sprocket Hole Panos is the name of my band.
Nah, that would be the nerdiest band name ever. Okay, we gotta look up weather.
Lito said, I live in Portugal and the USA News are so overwhelming even here, I imagine there. Freckles is an icon. And that he needs to sign up. To our newsletter? Yeah, sign up.
Sign up, baby.
By the way, what was that? We were watching Thoughty 2 the other day. About Lisbon. It's the screen sharing sound off issue.
My bad, guys. My bad. I went to the wrong screen cap. This one has the mic. This one doesn't. This one
Get
doesn't.
your act together, Nicholas.
I'm sorry, guys. You guys were just
So
stuck
we were
staring at me
talking.
forever. Okay. We're here. We're here. There you go. Hello. It's screen sharing. I sounded. Yeah, my bad, guys.
Leland
My
says
bad.
there's a fairly new Bessa from the 90s that doesn't even have a viewfinder and it's still expensive.
Yeah, I've heard that one is supposed to be the cheap one, right? That's just like zone focus, where you gotta, whatever. Okay, this one's a cool roll.
Okay, so I don't know, Litos, did you hear us? We said thank you a bunch.
Yeah,
I don't know
sorry,
if that was.
Litos.
We were talking a while.
We're
I
back.
wasn't at the
We're
newest
back.
comments.
Thanks for
Thank
everyone
you,
who's
thank
sticking
you.
around during all the bad times, in sickness and health. You guys are here. I appreciate you.
Bruno says, you guys said you're not shooting much on film. Is it because of the work to develop or the price of everything or what?
I mean, it's just because we don't get that much opportunity to shoot the kind of stuff we really like to. So, I don't know. Like, when we're on a road trip or something, like, that's the best time, Like, we got to go to Austin and shoot street, which is our favorite thing to shoot on film, but we were just kind of like over the, like, we knew we wanted to shoot a lot. And so we didn't really want to give ourselves that work on the back end. And same with the protest.
We just do it so infrequently.
Yeah, we wanted to be able to just check ourselves in real time and make sure we were...
And make adjustments.
Yeah, make sure we were doing good and not come home to a bunch of crappy photos. Because it's pretty hard shooting at night with flash in the streets of Austin on film. It's kind of tough. And you can come home with a lot of crap if you're not careful. But I don't know. I mean, we're getting back to it. Sarah and I just went out to Fredericksburg Trade Days and we shot some rolls and we talked to people and we got some like environmental portraits, because it's like a big old flea market and it's not the best conducive environment for like trying to get candids in traditional street. So we focused on talking to people, and Sarah took pictures with the Hasselblad, and I have one roll of that to develop, and I have another roll that had been living in my camera since February, and I finally finished it.
Yeah, we're trying to. I think we've been a little burnt out. I think this summer's it was rough with the floods on the 4th of July. It kind of put a damper on the whole summer, and then everybody knows everything's expensive. It's not really been going anywhere. I feel like normally we travel a little bit more, but we're just trying to save up. So it's just been a weird year for, everybody. I know everybody's feeling it. The voice man says, "What's up?
Voice man.
I always shoot with fresh and expired film. I cross-process all my slide film. Love color ships. Buy expired film everywhere you can get it for cheap."
Yeah, man. I try to do that. I got film for free from an estate sale. I just the Minolta video. I showed off that Family Dollar film I got for free, not at an estate sale, at an antique store. And I also got these that came with it. Let me show you. So I had that new video came out recently about the Minolta 110 Mark II. And I shot this. It's Family Dollar film that expired in the year 2000. But I also got 2 rolls of this for free. The guy was just like, why am I going to charge you for this? 2 rolls of Kodacolor. I think one expired in 85. Yeah, and the other one I think is 83. But the boxes are minty. And look at that. It says Lobby, $2.39. Did they have Hobby Lobby in the 80s, or what is this from, $2.09, guys. Wow, wee woo. So this is going to be fun to shoot. Yeah, Ram, Family Dollar film. It came out pretty good. It came out for almost 30 years old, this 110 film. Came out really good. Check out my 110, best 110 camera video that I just did. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying out this Kodacolor too and seeing what I get. I keep forgetting it's color film because it says Kodacolor, but it's got the black stripes. So I'm like, hey, it's black and white. I could develop it in whatever I want. So I could make it black and white, You didn't hear? Sorry so much, Litos. Yeah, man, I really appreciate the donation, man. You rock, dude. is the 100 the pro image from Kodak? I don't know a gold 100 in Europe. I don't know what 100 you're talking about, Leland. Sorry, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the only 100 speed color film we shoot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, is usually Pro Image 100, which I'm running out of that. I'm almost done with. I only have one more roll of that. And then sometimes I shoot Cat Labs 100, which I think is Aero color, maybe. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I want to
6.
respond to Latos real quick because he
Yeah.
didn't hear us. We were watching Thoughty 2 the other day about how Lisbon burned, and it was the coolest thing. I really want to go visit there.
Yeah, guys, Lisbon
And
went through a
actually,
lot, man,
yeah.
back in the day.
And actually, my best friend is Portuguese, or she's American, but she's got citizenship. And that's her escape plan for if the U.S. crumbles. So maybe
Going
we'll
to
have to follow
Lisbon.
her.
So yeah, thanks for tuning in wherever you guys are out in the world. By the way, these are pictures in White Sands, New Mexico that I'm putting away right now. And don't worry, I'm going to switch to the screen share, but don't worry, I'm going to make sure I do the one with the mic attached to it. Hello, hello. Okay, I see the sound going. Okay, let's go back here.
Where did you leave off on here?
I don't
Kodak
know.
Gold 100. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw. I'm not sure what he meant by is that one thing 100 or what? I'm not sure what he meant. So yeah, here's the roll we just cut up and put away. I don't know if I should be showing. I mean, but whatever. You know, I'll do a video about this trip eventually, and you guys will get to see these again. But you know, here, a little spoiler alert. We got pictures in White Sands, New Mexico, baby. That our dog Walker, he loves White Sands for some reason.
It might be his favorite place.
It's the second time we've gotten to take him there, and when he gets out of the car and runs out in that sand, dude, he is like unstoppable. We put the long leash on him so he gets more lead, you know, and gets to have fun and not choke himself. He's a little menace though, that puppy duppy.
Bruno says that he has Gold 100 in Brazil.
Nice. Let's I don't think they make that anymore though. I mean, they used to make like gold 100, 400, all the golds. And now they just make gold 200, I think. Unless I'm mistaken.
Lito says, yeah, the earthquake, the history is amazing on All Saints Day. Go to Evora and check the Bone Chapel. It's heaven for photographers. Check it out on Google.
Is that like a tomb of, like a catacomb of all the people? Like I know they got that stuff like under Paris, right? All those bones.
I really wanted to do that when I went to Paris. Katie and I didn't get a chance to do it.
Okay, so this was 9/12/2025. 2025. Then we type in, or I write White Sands to home. Okay.
Lincoln National Park. It's literally a church made of bones.
Holy crap. They must have had a lot to work with after that earthquake. Look it up.
We really need a situation where I can, like...
Pull it up yourself.
Yeah.
We could figure that out. It's not
I know,
outside
but
the
there's
realm.
no room.
We could have a video feed coming from you instead of coming from me, you know. Anyway, oh, I got to write. Who took all these? This is a Sarah roll. Sarah roll. I always got to label them because I don't want Sarah claiming my pictures. That would be the worst. Okay, let's look it up. Ding, ding,
Leland
ding.
says Doggo only sees whites and thinks he's in heaven.
Yeah, he's like, holy cow. Bone Chapel. Is this it? Sedlec Oshir. Is it in Lisbon? Where am I looking?
Oh, wait. That's so weird.
Whoa.
There was another comment, and I just watched it disappear.
Maybe they deleted it. I don't know.
I didn't know you can delete comments.
Guys, no deleting questions, okay? You got to commit. Commit to your questions. Yeah, this is spooky. I don't know if I'd want to... I mean, I guess I'd go check it out. I don't know. It's spooky though.
Oh, that is spooky dooky.
Is this the one? Capello de dos Osos. That's
Chapel of Bones, Evora, yeah.
That's pretty creepy, guys. Why would you want to show me that? Okay,
What do you mean?
back
That's
to
pretty
me.
cool.
I don't like it.
It's
I don't
pretty
like
cool.
it. Whoa, Hill 300. Hi guys, can't stay currently at work. Thank you so much, Hill 300, for the or Hill 3000. Thank you so much for the 5 buckaroos, buddy boy. Everybody, bow down. Thank you so much, man. You're an honorary member of LoPresti Army for a day. Wow, I appreciate you. Every little bit helps, guys. Yeah, what did we miss out on? We're getting close. How many more we got of 35?
Have a good day at work, Hill. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, man.
Bruno says, this church has a phrase on the wall. It says, "We bones that lay here wait for your bones who are there." Something like that.
I don't like that.
Memento mori.
Yeah,
It was always like my favorite thing in art history. I try to find them everywhere.
it is good to remember that this life is fleeting. You only get one shot at this. You know, because it is easy to get sucked into the normal day-to-day worries of like, what am I going to do for this YouTube? What am I going to do? Like, you know, but at the end of the day, it's like, you know, it's hard to escape that pressure of, you know, trying to make this life worth it, you know, and here I am trying to do everything I can. Am I doing the right thing? But then you realize it's all insignificant, whatever you do, as long as you're with ones you love. And but it's hard not to worry, guys. I'm definitely in a worry state lately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Here, you want to hear something good?
Yeah.
Be quiet. Can you guys hear ASMR puppy snoring?
Puppy love. Every time I sit in front of the camera, the puppy just gets really chill. I think he's like, okay, dad's doing work. Dad's at watch. And I'm sorry, I'm one of those cringe puppy parent people. You know what I mean? I can't help it. 2, 3, 4.
There's
5,
nothing
6.
like a puppy with no worries, just out cold.
Yeah, because usually he's got all the worries. He usually thinks he's got to be on point, guarding the
For
whole
everything,
family.
yeah. The voice man says Kodak Gold was made in 100 and 400 speed back in the day. Royal Gold 25 and 100. Etsy and eBay may have it expired. That's kind of cool.
I got tons of inspired film I got to start using.
Lito says, ha ha ha, I love morbid stuff. Sorry, Nick.
No, it's all good, man. I can stomach it. You know, I just try not to think about it a lot, but it is good to be reminded of one's own mortality. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You only get one shot, one opportunity. It's the chance of a lifetime. Mom's spaghetti. Is that how it goes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So what are you cutting up now?
I'm cutting up Sarah's roll of Ilford FP4. She started shooting it at that pancake house, Fort Courage Place in Arizona, and ended up in Las Vegas with it. So Sarah took this roll all over the country.
God, those Vegas photos were hard.
Yeah, I didn't get many good Vegas shots.
So earlier we were talking about how the last few times we've done street, we've been doing digital. Because when we went to Vegas, we did try to shoot film, and it was just not the right vibe to get that close to people.
Yeah.
And so I feel like we didn't really get as many reps in as we would have liked, even though we walked 4 hours, but the photos are just not as good as they could have been.
Yeah, I'm not too pleased with my Vegas shots. Where's the FP4? Here we go.
Lito says, Sarah, I needed your help to get my girlfriend Sarah to shoot too. Get her a point and shoot and just have her take fun photos of you guys just living life. And then she'll get into it. It is really cool. Granted, I actually did photography before Nick.
Yeah, Sarah started before. She's the one who got me into photography. By the way, here's one happy little mistakes Sarah made in Vegas on this FP4. Shutter, long shutter speed. I don't know. You can see one little word at the bottom of the frame. It says chocolate. It's kind of neat.
Yeah, I feel like there's no good photos from that roll.
Yeah.
Oh, Leland says life is way more like analog than digital photography. No second chances.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you think about it, it's the same exact thing. It's just the way you approach it and like all the money that goes into it. And yeah, there's no second chances no matter what you're shooting. Like, you're more likely to take a lot more chances with digital. And maybe life should be like digital because you can take as many chances as you can. And there might be no second chances, but you know, if you're going to worry about, okay, I better get this right because it costs money and there's no do-overs, then are you more or less inclined to get the shot? If your camera's armed with digital, you can be like on a whim, like anything that tickles your fancy out in the street. You see somebody that looks funny, that's doing something funny, you're not going to second guess yourself. You're going to take that shot. If every time you press that shutter, you're spending a certain amount of money, maybe you're going to second guess it and you're not going to get that shot. So I agree. I love film a lot. It gives me so much more joy than digital does. But sometimes I'm just, the right move is shooting on digi, man.
Zach Dobson had a thing the other day about how he came across a scene of, I don't know, some sort of car. It was kind of like the Oscar Mayer Wiener, but it wasn't. It was something else. And he just made a bunch of excuses. It's raining and he didn't get out of it, and he kicked himself the rest of the day. And he's like, the photo wouldn't have been good, but I should have at least stopped and explored it,
You
which
always
is really
remember
good.
the photos you didn't take more
Because,
than the ones you
well,
did.
because over the weekend, remember, there was somewhere I was like hemming and hawing, turning around, and then you were like, no, it's not worth it. And now I still kind of regret not turning around. Even though it was a stupid, like, it wasn't anything epic. I just really kind of wanted that picture with
Yeah.
the marquee in the middle of the field.
It is easier to kick yourself than it is to celebrate yourself, that's for sure.
Let me tell you, that's a photo.
Well, he's a striking individual. I know nothing
It's
seemed
just,
that sharp with this slow ass
it's just not
FP4.
even like a good composition.
I don't
Like,
know. This is where we stayed at Vegas, by the way. We did not even get to stay on the strip. We were almost there though.
yeah, we walked so many miles. Um, Lito says, yeah, if I'm visiting a new place, I will always go digital. I know. The only problem I have with digital is option paralysis and how to choose photos. It usually takes so much time.
You mean you
Like culling photos?
yeah, sorting through them after the fact. You have a lot more usually, but I don't know. I feel like I shot like a crap ton of rolls of film last time we went to Austin. Not this last time where we shot digital, but the time before that when we shot film. And I feel like I only shot like 100 photos on digital the first day this last time we went, and then the second day like almost 300. So like I feel like I'm still approaching it with the same eye of discerningness that I learned from film, but just when you're free, it's like, shooting with film is like wearing the frickin' weighted clothes in your Goku, and then it's time to go fight frickin' Frieza, and you take that shit off and you put
Are
on your
you
digital
talking
camera.
about Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, I'm talking about Dragon Ball Z because I used to be a
Nicholas.
nerd.
Nicholas.
I'm sorry, babe. Whatever. I've revealed my true self.
Luke says the more you get used to digital, the more you shoot.
Well, shooting is fun. Remember what I say, children. Shoot more, think less. You know?
Lito says Dragon Ball. Yes.
Yep, I know things, guys. I'm not just a photo nerd, but I try to keep that to myself. Okay, finally a Nick roll. Jeez.
How many? We still have 4, 5 rolls to do. What are you gonna put those 110 ones in?
I'm gonna put them in this. They're just gonna wiggle around. 1, 2, 3.
Leland says Nick's philosophy makes a lot of sense. I guess overthinking is the issue. Analog, you overthink when shooting. Digital, you overthink afterwards when choosing and editing.
Yeah. So, I'd rather get that coverage and worry about it later because Sarah usually culls for me. So
Oh, and I'm cutthroat.
she is cutthroat. She's like,
I'm cutthroat.
it's a hair out of focus. No one ever needs to see this. 3, 4, 5, 6. You didn't get critical focus.
No. So I go through all of Nick's and I'm like, these are all wonderful and fantastic. And then I go through mine and I'm like, this is terrible. This is
2, 3,
garbage.
4, 5, 6.
And I only 1-star mine, and then Nick's gets like all 6.
That's not true. Here we go. Let's look at some of the coolest work we've done recently. Okay, so this is the... No, that's film. I'm trying to do...
Luke says, I shot the most and think the least. I think when he shoots digital. Bruno says, I like to shoot on film personal things. Sometimes that means something. A simple roll of film is so expensive here that it's impossible to shoot everything.
So this is... I took 158 photos. Sorry, I didn't respond. Who was talking? I was just thinking to myself like an asshole. Well, sometimes that means something. A simple roll of film is so expensive it's possible to shoot. Yeah, I agree with you, Bruno. Yeah.
Well, before when I had my Mew, I always had color, cheap color in my Mew. And that would always be like family things and anything I really wanted just to always have on me. And then I'd have like my artsy Minolta with black and white.
And then you can just shoot digital.
And then there's digital. Let's see those 6s.
I don't have any 6s on day one. This is day one of Austin last time we went. And out of 158 photos, I 1-starred 22 of them. This one I probably shouldn't have taken because it was meaningless. It was just some weird looking bum lady. And I felt bad after taking it, and then she yelled at me, but whatever. And then there's this group of punk looking kids. God, by the way, am I getting older or they're just babies out there drinking fucking Four Locos in the streets? This one was fun. I put a ring light on top of that lady's head, but still, it's just not a great comp. There's Perry Hall. He was on Polly B. Check him out. I interview him in one of my recent podcasts on stage with a bunch of other people. I like this one just because fucking this guy's poking out, the finger's going to him. Ride the bull. This guy looks like Alexander Just, so that's why I took that one. I don't know, any guy with some chubby cheeks and like a shit stash, I think he looks like Alexander Just. This one was fun. I blinded that lady. I took another look at the next one. No, don't do it again.
Yeah, that light is so bright. It is
is.
blinding.
This guy looks cartoonishly like a bum.
That's
So
my favorite bar right behind him.
yeah.
Narbar.
Narbar.
Narbar, my
where you
favorite
go if you're
bar.
in 6th Street. This is just good tones. You know, it's all right. It's just funny. She's out drinking and she's got her frickin' braces on.
Ramses said, what are you going to post these? Ramses, we don't post things.
Yeah, I don't post photos. I hoard them to myself.
We keep things secret. No one needs to know that we can actually somewhat take photos sometimes.
Sarah made me crop this one. So there you go.
More interesting cropped.
That's what it looks like cropped. This was fun. I almost got these guys.
Do you guys crop? I guess that's the real question.
Do you guys crop? By the way, I almost got these guys to kiss. So it was a sweet moment. I don't know. I guess that's neat. He's looking at a finger.
Luke says, I want to see more of your guys' work, though.
Well, we'll get it out there eventually.
People are saying this one's great. That's a good one. This one's amazing.
Well, you don't even get a chance to
hits.
tell me which one.
Well, it's hard to keep up with both of you guys.
I stalked this guy, and I did POV. I got the GoPro on for when I was out taking these, so I'll put that episode out eventually, guys. Look, this person is trying to tuck. What? Anyway, this guy freaking is out of his mind. This guy's real nice. Tyler, I think, was his name.
Yeah, he was real funny.
He was a real sweet hat. What is he? He's shooting a 21 mil. Ooh.
No Ramses? No cropping? No cropping at all?
Rams is no crappie. Okay.
All right, do night 2.
Well, you don't want to see yours?
You want to do mine?
Yeah.
Do I have any 6s?
Yeah, Sarah's got 6s. Sarah's got 10 6s. Here we go.
See, I'm a lot more picky on mine.
Well, you've got 24 or 1 stars. And
Yeah,
then
but only the reds.
you only want to show the reds.
I mean, whatever you want to do. I
Okay.
don't know.
There's a slapper of a lady. That's a pretty cool moment. Off kilter. Love it. That guy's freaking looks tweaked out of his mind. You can see his boogers. Okay, oh yeah, I like this one because like she's like going nutso. They're singing a song together, and this one's like, ugh, I hate chaperoning my friends. I'm the mom of the group. Yeah, that one's nice.
Yeah, nothing.
Oh, this guy eats ass. He had a sign the whole time. Everyone got a picture of that guy. Oh yeah, this guy probably had a gun or something. I don't know.
Well, and the guy next to him is also holding something.
Looks like he's got his phone.
Phone. I know. It's just weird.
And then this guy got mad at me for trying to take a picture of him or taking one, and it didn't even turn out good. But looks like he found a friend playing them bongos. Okay, now for night 2. What would Nick will do? You guys.
Leland says, my DSLR is 16 years old. Cropping really gets me into trouble regarding quality.
Yeah.
Lido says, I do crop. Ramses does not. Sky says, I kind of have to because most of my shots won't fit on Instagram.
Nah, I get you. Doing that whole white border thing, though, it's a chore. You know what I mean? So I get why you would crop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This roll here, looks like I shot, oh, this one was in Albuquerque. Anyway, a little bit more digital photography for you guys. Make Orwell fiction again. This guy probably doesn't want those AI cameras up in Austin, but it's not up to us. It's up to the technocrats and the tech bros.
Lido says, I want that shirt. Chris Card says, yo.
Yeah, what's up? What's up, Chris Card? Dude, thank you so much for binging my stuff, dude. I've been seeing you in the comments. I like this one. We got the cop freaking getting in someone's car. See, this day I picked 65 to 1 star. That was a nice shot. There's Ram. There's some ladies getting mad at me. There's the boys having fun. This guy was real nice. He was from.
I want to see his work. We didn't
Where-
get his name.
He was from like Seattle or something. He was from somewhere else, right?
Yeah, that's what Mingo said, I think.
I don't know. Anyway, I got this guy. He looks like Trevor from Grand Theft Auto. This guy with an MTV shirt asked me for the pic. I sent it his way. This guy was on Kill Tony. Joe
I don't remember. He was very nice, though.
Joe Filey, that's his name.
Luke says, yo, I'm in Seattle. I want to go out there. I want to visit Seattle.
Yeah, we got friends out there. This guy was nice, like Big Albert.
My favorite photo.
Fat Albert, not Big Albert, Fat Albert. This one was a nice photo. Got this guy. Oh, I like this one because you can see I didn't get a grip of my flash, so it's illuminating my hand. So I kind of like dodged and burned the shot in there's Mingo. Mingo Wingo. Here's that guy we're talking about. Here's this creepazoid licking his lips. There's Fat Albert again. I love this shot because it's like The Mask, Jim Carrey. Here's Perry. Nice young couple. This kid. Wackadoos. Wacky. Oh, that lady was drunk. Looks like they're sharing a secret. Those guys again. I call this, they caught me at Coldplay.
Luke says, big darkroom event in 3 weeks in Seattle. Perfect opportunity to film Jason again. He'd probably think you were stalking him.
Yeah, if I went there again, yeah. He doesn't reply to my DMs anymore. I don't know what to say. This guy's got the contacts in.
Ramses says, so good.
Perry got a way better picture of that guy with the contacts. This one, baby's first cigarette. It's baby's first bonesies. Look at that little freaking kid. You have no business smoking a cigarette. I love taking pictures of old people getting led around by their bitch wives. I love you. Anyway, on to the next one.
Leland says, yeah, the Coldplay reference really fits. Oh, the guy really looked like the CEO.
That guy, I caught him too. He's like, uh-oh, I hope my girlfriend doesn't see this. Extracurricular cops. The best thumbnail that nobody wanted to click on. This one lost the A/B test. Sorry, you guys. Why didn't you watch that video? Yeah, this guy was also on Kill Tony. This is Martin Phillips.
No, Drew.
Drew Nickens. Drew Nickens, not Martin Phillips. That's the other guy.
Luke says, I'm going to dual wield my LP1s and tell Jason to get on my level.
What's an LP1?
A WP1. WP1?
I don't even know what it is. Is that a cannon? Is that a cannon like waterproof thing? Look at this. Throwing blows out in the streets. Look at this guy. I guess he must like Mexican food. I don't know. Yeah, this is the...
Juan says, do you want to see the sun tomorrow? Don't make those comments. LOL.
What comments?
I don't know.
What did I say? Did I say bad things?
I don't know.
Oh, probably.
Bitch wife thing?
Yeah, probably talking to...
Ramses says, post this shit.
We'll post them, man. Don't worry. Just going through review. We got to edit stuff.
Lito says, ha ha ha, I watched that video with the thumbnail still. Wow, bloody. Damn, it looks like a riot. Wife comments. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. I was just kidding. But I do like whenever I see an old miserable guy getting led around by his old wife. I like taking that picture.
He said, yeah, he's a huge fan of them, the WP ones, but I've been singing their praises for years now. And Juan says, I learned that the hard way.
Oof, one, two. Sorry, Juan. Not trying to get you in trouble. Okay, look at this. That's the smallest gap between two frames. I gotta have steady hand here. I should get out the X-Acto knife. I'd probably fuck that up even worse. Oh well. You know, sometimes you just gotta crop.
Look, everybody, it's Juanita.
Yeah, that's Juanita. She was also on Kill Tony. Go to Austin 6th Street. You'll see everybody who's ever been on Kill Tony. I love this shot from Sarah.
That was probably my best photo from the night.
It's a good one. That lady looks happy. Here's this guy. I got him dancing with his lady. Sarah got him walking around with flowers for his lady. There's the flower lady. There you go. Sarah's sequencing in camera. You know? That's a good one. Look at that vape. The vape exhale. Here's the boys again having fun. We caught Perry just sitting there, and all of us were like, oh, fuck, we're going to sit with him and look drunk. There's Joe Filey again from Sarah. These are all Sarah shots here. I like this one because they all look like babies. Look at them. Babies trying to look tough, you know what I mean? God, I'm just getting old. That's a nice one. Look at this guy, this ghostly stare over here. Up in the corner. That's a nice scene.
Yeah, I like that one.
Looks like he's trying to Venmo her for the rose for his lady or something. Joe Filey again. We were freaking.
Well, I was talking to him after that.
That's a nice guitar shot by Sarah. Look, we got Wednesday Addams over here, cosplay. This guy was nice. We ended up talking at Narbar, but it was so loud in there I could barely hear what this guy was talking about. That's a surreal picture. There's Trevor from Grand Theft Auto again. One thing that would have made this picture better is there's a werewolf statue up here. Would have gotten, him in the shot. That would have been cool. That's a pretty cool moment. Like, it captures the freneticness of the night. That one too. Oh, I love Sarah caught this dollar bill floating. There's a lot going on here. That lady laughing. That guy was drunk eating donuts. Oh, why did you take me to a comedy show? It wasn't even fun. What was even going on? I'd rather be shopping at the mall. I don't know. What do girls do?
Lito says, dude, he really does look like Trevor.
That's nice. Give what? Give right now. I don't know. Look at those eyeballs. That lady looks sad. Poor lady. That lady looks happy, so you made up for it. You got a sad lady and a happy lady. That's a nice shot. Oh yeah, this guy was fucking coming after us. What if What if you had a less revealing top, you harlot? I like this one because it looks like they're off balance. Because Sarah, it's a Dutch angle, you know, real Dutch. And it could almost work that way too, but when you got it this way, it's like they want to fall forward. But when you do it that way, it's like the left border kind of like gives them a wall to lean on. You know what I mean? Anyway, look at that. It's like freaking, you know, young girls going out having fun partying, but look out for freaks like this burning their hands, you know, plotting and roofing you. Watch out. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think these were really bad guys. I think Sarah's got another shot of them where they don't look as menacing. Don't you? Yeah, right here. Look, they're well, I don't know. What happened to that guy's forehead? He might be even more menacing. Huh? Oh, crap. What happened? Where were we? We were right here. Look out. Girls, watch yourself. Not that any girls watch my channel. Oh, Sarah caught this guy. Frickin' rubbernecking. Look, she's got her wits about her while they're passing the blunt around in the streets of Austin. He's got no wedding ring. Well, that's his right hand. Maybe he does have one. Caught a cowboy. And who knows what was going on here. Card tricks? I don't know. Eyeballs in the teeth shirt. That was cool. Oh, and Sarah got a good picture post-fight. So this is the lady with the 99 jersey. The same one that was all bloodied in the picture that I showed earlier. But Sarah caught some cheeks there. And the lady had a camera. So, like, she got pretty messed up. Anyway, hopefully the mic's been running that whole time.
So Lito says, what time of night was this? So we started, we got there at like 8 o'clock?
We went till like 2 in the morning that night.
Yeah, this
We
was
stopped
just
at
about
2 in the
2
morning.
a.m. And
Yeah.
it's kind of funny because Perry Hall was like, oh, this is when things get crazy. And then Nick and I were like, no, I don't really want to take pictures of people getting the shit beat out of each other.
Yeah.
So we kind of dipped after that. We were like, this is not for us.
Yeah, it
We
wasn't
want
my
happy
bag.
moments and like cool like, I don't know.
There's already enough sadness in the world. Why do I need to
Yeah,
document
so
it?
Leland says Sarah shoots more from the hip or she is tiny.
She is tiny, so I do shoot from the hip a lot. But Sarah's like a good, like what, like a over a foot, or she's like
Yeah.
5'2". I'm like 6'2".
Yeah.
Or so I thought. Maybe I'm shrinking. Sarah's like actually 5'3", and I'm like 6'1.5" at best. I don't know. Maybe now that I'm doing yoga, my height has come back. But anyway, yeah, she's like about a foot shorter than me. So she gets a lot under. Anyway, oldest house in Texas. Got it on Delta 3200, pulled to 1250. That's what I'm archiving now. This is the second to last roll of 35 millimeter I have to archive, and then we have some 110 film. Then we're going to call it quits. I appreciate you guys for hanging out, but we still got a little bit left to go. So yeah, babe, am I missing any? I appreciate you reading all these comments and questions in chat. But let's see.
So what year is that? Lito says, what year is that house? Joe Van Cleve says, hey, Nick.
Whoa,
Leland
Joe's
says-
here. Infinite Joe's. Joe, tell Ethan I'm working on the video again.
Leland
I'm
says,
sorry it's taking forever.
Perry Hall sounds like a name from a 1920s novel.
It is a cool name, isn't it?
Good.
He seems to have a cool life too. Travels around, takes photographs, does his thing. Thank you, Joe. Everyone say hi to Joe for jumping in. Here goes until 4 a.m. What are you doing until 4 a.m., Litos? You taking photos till 4? Gee whiz. Ah. Okay, so this roll that I just finished archiving. Let's see, it's the oldest house to ABQ. We got some pictures in the ABQ here. Speaking of Ethan, there we go. There's Ethan Moses after he got all that blue paint off his face. Let's see if I got any Joe pics here. Do I got any Joe pics? There's Ethan there. No, I don't think I took any Joe pics. Oh, that might be, Joe, that might be you. It looks like your bucket hat right there. Could be. I don't know. I don't think I got you on this roll. I might have taken some pictures of you on my Ricoh or something. This is this little photo walk we did in Albuquerque before I ended up getting out of there. What was this camera? This was my XD5. So yeah, I didn't even touch this camera while I was in Albuquerque because, as you can tell, there's stuff I shot it before we got there, and then, you know, stuff I guess I did finish it in Albuquerque. I don't know what I'm talking about. But look at this picture of Sarah with her Hasselblad. Yeah, and I have some shutter issues on this camera, as you can see. Anyway, let's get this archived. 9/13/2025 is when I scanned this roll. And this is oldest house to ABQ. And I don't know what year that house was. I think I saw that historical plaque in the picture. Someone was asking about that. But too bad Delta 3200 is too grainy to see what it says. I'm sorry, man. Even when you pull this stuff, I pulled this roll of Delta 3200 down to 1250. But I guess it still is grainy as heck. You taking Puppy?
Yeah.
Sarah's taking Puppy out for a walk. Everyone say bye, Sarah. 1250, and this is a Nick roll. So this is the stuff I worry about when I'm archiving a roll. I say who shot it. Here, I guess I should give you me. So it says Nick over here, and then, you know, what roll it is, and if I pushed or pulled it. So Delta 3200 at 1250. I say like where I was, the oldest house to ABQ, and then when I scanned it. One thing I forgot to say on here was what camera. So Minolta XD5. Because I don't know why I'm ever going to want to know that, but if anyone ever asks, I'll be able to fucking tell you, you know? Because I'm not disorganized. Yeah. And if I ever do a video all about the XD5, I'll be able to pull every single picture I've ever taken with that camera. Because I'm a maniac, I guess. What am I missing? You have a Mu 1. She has a Mu 2, Bruno. It's broken. We got to get it fixed. It's got a lot of them are suffering from, it seems to be a common thing where there's like a flex cable in there that goes bad. And I think that right now it's not stopping down the lens. So no matter how it meters the scene, it doesn't stop it down. It just shoots wide open, and it overexposes way too much. And then it's not semi-auto. You have to kind of like open it, try to close it, and then open it again, and then the lens will retract, and then you can close it. It's pretty nuts. There's something wrong with it. Yeah, Litos, I've shot a lot with orange filters and red filters on black and white. I've done a lot of that. In fact, I just finished a roll doing that, which I gotta go ahead and process. I was gonna develop some film, but then I remembered I have all this hanging up, and I had nowhere to hang any wet film, so that's why I'm archiving now, to take care of all that. Anyway, I appreciate you guys asking questions. Leland says, Delta 3200 outside is wild. They look really good. I thought they're only good for concerts and night stuff. You can use it for whatever, dude. I mean, it is pretty grainy. It might be a little too grainy, but if you shoot close enough to your subject, then it doesn't really matter. And then, you know, we shoot film for the grain. This is another roll of Delta 3200, which I shot in Austin. Not this last time I went, but the time before that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I should get all the dust off it. There you go. Oh, thank you again, guys. It's getting late. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Litos. Appreciate you, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I shot this one at night, and it's kind of doesn't look like I got anything good out of it. I mean, yeah, that's what I always thought 3200 was good for, shooting at night. But yeah, I remember looking at these frames, and they kind of suck. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It looks like the spacing on my XD5 is messed up too. I think I shot this with the XD5. Anyway. Yeah, just too dark. I don't think I used my Godox AD200 because I wasn't expecting to do much night shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll pull this one up afterwards. Hey, thank you, Bruno. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you joining and hanging out. I got some pictures at the Austin State Capitol here. Yeah, it's this roll that we're dealing with. Screen, there we go. We got it. See, can I do a slideshow? We'll just go. Preview. I never do slideshow in Lightroom. I don't know about you guys. Is it gonna go? Yeah, these shots all suck, as you can tell. Hey, we're at the Capitol. Okay, no, all this does suck. Yeah. Whoa, now we're full screen, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, just a bunch of nothing burger photos. But we were going back to Austin to go meet Raph. He's a real cool guy. He's got his own Substack. Is that the thing everybody uses these days? It's like a whole blog distribution network or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anyway, I went and got to go meet him, have lunch, go to a camera store, shoot around the Capitol. It was a lot of fun. And the night before, I got to go hang out with him. I went and shot just a couple of frames around 6th Street. I was honestly pretty burnt out at 6th Street at this point. So I wasn't, going whole hog, but I also got to have dinner with Mingo, Grain Rot. That was a nice time. They took us to a real nice restaurant. It was like Asian Texas barbecue fusion kind of thing going on. It's pretty rad. But I don't know. I do like playing with Delta 3200. Like, the grain is huge, and if you like grain, it's cool, but I don't know. I don't know if it's for me. I can just push HP5 to 1600. Just like, here I am pulling this third Delta down to 1250 to try and kill a little bit of the contrast in grain, but it didn't really work that good. And this stuff's expired. This film is over 10 years expired. I think it was 2011. Look at that huge grain. Look at that. Shooting wide open, probably in that Texas Capitol because there wasn't much light. That frame's all right, but everybody has shot the Rotunda, So what are you gonna do? Put me in a magazine? Go fuck yourself. Okay. Anyway, we still here? We still talking? We still got people playing some R6? Someone squat up. Lol. What are we talking about? R6. Which speed do you guys shoot? Delta 32? I was shooting this at 1250. What are you guys talking about with squatting up, dude? I don't know what we're talking about. Anyway, back on me. No more picture slideshow for you guys. Okay, develop, library. What do we got? 913. Okay, I think after this roll, guys, I'm going to archive the rest of the film on my own, just to get it done, because I've definitely wasted a lot of time. But I appreciate you guys hanging out and chilling with me. It's made it fun, but I gotta get stuff done. I gotta develop more film. I gotta try and be a successful YouTuber. It's tough, guys. What do you think I should do? Should I just start, becoming a sellout so that I can make money at this thing? I don't know what to do, but I appreciate you guys hanging out. Austin 6th and Capitol Building on Delta 3200. Okay, well, I think that's it. Here, let's go here. Where's this live streaming? Here we go. Error, I need to change the video stuff. Wow, that's really far back. Are we still even streaming? It's like stuck hours back. Anyway, but I appreciate you guys hanging out. Oh, Rainbow Six playing. Wow. Yeah, everyone go squad up with Nick Edward playing Rainbow Six. I haven't played video games, tactical gamer shooters in forever, but I don't know. You got any last words of wisdom, babe?
Mm-mm.
No? Well, anyway, I really appreciate you guys hanging out. Remember, shoot more, think less. Go to madebylopro.com to donate what you can today to help make analog fun again. You get your name at the bottom of the episodes, the real episodes, not the lives. Maybe I'll eventually get those on the lives. But for now, they're on the real episodes. I appreciate you guys hanging out. And that's it. See you in the next one. Peace.
Nick Edwards, I love thy Nicholas.
Yeah.